And earlier today, I spoke to the Qantas Chief Executive, Alan Joyce. Alan Joyce, welcome again to the program.
Thanks, Lee. It's good to be here with you.
The question I'm sure passengers would like me to ask you is, what does a substantial loss like this mean for them? Will it make any difference to people who fly Qantas?
No, it won't. I mean, we're still investing very much for the future in Qantas. We're spending $1.9 billion for new aircraft this year and next year. We've gotten the fleet down to the lowest age it's been in some time, 8.3 years of age. We're investing in new lounges, new entertainment system. So that investment is a very important part of the turnaround that we're planning for the international and the domestic business.
A lot of people will remember the industrial action last year and the decision to shut down flights briefly. What's your internal research telling you about the impact that that's had on customer attitudes and customer loyalty?
Yeah, customer loyalty for the premium Qantas brand is as strong as it's ever been. We're seeing that customer advocacy, which is people's impressions of Qantas when they fly, people's impressions of our product and our service, is at the highest levels it's ever been. So we're very confident that we're in a very good position in terms of customer loyalty, in terms of customer focus, and in terms of where the brand is positioned.
If that's the case, then why is it that in the Skytrax World Airline Awards, which surveyed millions of passengers worldwide, Qantas dropped from 8th to 15th on the list of the world's best airlines? And why is it also that tens of thousands of your frequent flyers took up a deal with Virgin to transfer their status across there?
Well, I think one of the things that's there, there's plenty of surveys out there around the world in terms of different research and rate the airlines, and we've won with the travel agency community Best Airline of the Year again for I think the 4th or 5th year in a row. We've won other awards for being the best airline. Even Skytrax, we won the best airport lounges. So there's plenty of different information out there. So
you don't accept there has been any brand damage done by what's gone on over the past year?
Absolutely. We believe that our brand is healthier, and our own
no damage at all.
Our own internal customer advocacy shows that it's actually at the strength, its best strength it's been, the best ratings that we've ever seen. And of course, you know, for us, it's very important that we measure a whole series of dimensions about the Qantas brand. We measure the dimensions about our safety reputation. We measure dimensions about being an iconic brand. And they're back to the healthy levels they were before the action.
For quite a while, we've been hearing from Qantas that your domestic business is really strong, but your international business is struggling. Why then does Qantas not say, all right, there's other airlines around the world that have advantages we don't have that allow them to be profitable internationally? We simply aren't, and so we're not going to put eggs into that basket.
Well, the international business is a business that has been impacted by two things in particular. First of all is high fuel prices, which is impacting nearly every long-haul carrier around the world. We've seen big losses by a lot of big carriers now being reported in the last 6 months, and a lot of those carriers are going through their own restructuring program. We have the added problem of the high Australian dollar, because before the global financial crisis, an average at $70 to the US dollar, now it's 105. And most of our competitors are competing in US dollars, so that's a 50% increase in our cost base. So for us, we do have those challenges.
But isn't the problem that these challenges you're facing, the high dollar, the global downturn, the high fuel prices, nobody expects those things to resolve in the short term? In fact, they could be things that are here to stay for quite a while. We've also got the issue that Australia is just geographically at the end of the line. Those are things that really Qantas is never going to be able to overcome. They're here to stay, and there are other airlines that can cope much better with those factors.
Well, we've said that we have a comprehensive plan to make sure that Qantas does adapt to the current market situations, the high fuel price, the high Australian dollar, and we have to adapt to that.
But I'm just wondering why. Why do you want to stay and expand in that area of the market when you do have these really difficult challenges, yet you've got this domestic market that works really well for you?
Well, we do believe that the international business is a key part of what we do.
And
the
why?
International business, it does link to domestic, it does link to frequent flyer. Those businesses do need a strong international operation. And we do believe that there's no silver bullet to fix international. It means a lot of hard work. We've outlined our 4-pillar strategy last year. We're busily implementing that strategy. We've announced a huge amount of transformation, closing down heavy maintenance base, catering centres to make that business efficient, doing new deals with new partners around the world, like American Airlines to Dallas, which is going very well, LAN to South South America. We are working very heavily on the customer product, the new aircraft, the fuel-efficient aircraft, and we are working on expanding our operation into key markets.
The Transport Workers Union says that there are 19 separate industrial agreements up for renegotiation that have the potential to disrupt Qantas operations. Do passengers need to be worried about further inconvenience?
Well, we have a huge amount of agreements that are coming up all the time, and we work through the vast majority of those and continue to work through them. I think there's 54 agreements with 14 different unions, and nearly every other month is one agreement that we do. And I think
so that sounds like a lot of potential for disruption.
No, it isn't. But a lot of businesses are like this, and a lot of businesses have to work through them. I think it's sad that some of the union leaders are out there trying to continually damage the Qantas brand, trying to continuously damage the business, and trying to continually damage their members' jobs in the organisation. I think that's sad.
But why would they be motivated by that?
But I think there's people out there that obviously have their own agendas and they're pursuing their own agendas. My focus is on turning this great business, Qantas International business, around to have the same success with that business that we had with domestic, with Jetstar and frequent flyer. And we won't be distracted by the noises that some of people out there, the armchair drivers, will make. Our focus is on delivering on what's sensible for our employees, our customers and our shareholders.
Alan Joyce, thank you very much.
Thanks, Lee.